Hello everybody, kumusta? Welcome. This is the Frugal Lady PH and this is going to be my first ever cash envelope stuffing video. So just a quick background, I'm from the Philippines and I'm a 20-something lady, and right now I'm working towards my saving goals, and hopefully through this method I'll be able to reach them despite not having a really big salary, with a very low income, especially that I'm now in the province. So we all know that it's been almost a year now since the pandemic, and yeah, so I moved from the city back to my parents' house in the province, and now that I'm living in the province, so I'm really having a comparably low salary compared to when I was working in the city. So for this week, I'm going to be stuffing my cash envelope that I've recently developed with the small money that I have earned for this week. So I'm very happy, guys, that you're gonna be in this journey with me. And although this isn't really like a very big thing, but I really want to start small because I got so inspired with all the videos that I've seen on YouTube with Pink X budgets and budgeting with Brianna, or budgeting with Brie, and that really inspired me to also do the same method, because in the past I haven't really been doing this cash envelope budgeting method. I have just been writing down my expenses in a notebook, but I seldom, or most of the time, really overspend, especially with being very sometimes may mga gusto tayong bilhin, and 'di ba mayroon namang like Shopee and Lazada, all those things. So right now I really want to be able to hit my savings goals, so I've started actually funding this envelope, and this is going to be my second week, so I have here my envelopes, so let's take them out. Oops, sorry if this is a bit shaky. I'm just filming using my phone and a small tripod in a study stand, so these are the envelopes that I have prepared for all the things I want to budget on, and these are actually some of the things I got in Shopee. So I'm going to link where I got them in the description box. So let's go over to what I'm going to be doing for today. So I actually already prepared here the list of amounts that I'm going to be stuffing in these envelopes, and as I go through each one, I'm going to briefly explain what each funds are going to be for. And since I have a really low income, I make sure that my peso is being utilized well. And so for this week, my salary is just 2,100 pesos, because in the province I'm actually just a minimum wage earner, so that's what I made for this week. And I also collected 500 pesos from a friend who borrowed money from me, and another 1,091 pesos from another friend that I helped in the past. So let's start with the savings challenge that I have been doing. So I actually started my savings challenge, this 52-week money saving challenge, since March 13, and I've already done 2 weeks, and I'm going to put 300 pesos per week. So let's see. For this week, I'm going to, let me just remove this first so I can write. Let's add 300. So our balance is now 900. And so let me just get maybe a few 20 peso bills. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 200, 300. And so this is going to be added to my 52-week money savings challenge, and I already had 600 from last 2 weeks, so our total is now at 900 pesos. So let's just put it back. And here the goal is to reach 15,600 at the end of the 52 weeks. So hopefully I won't miss any day, and we'll continue to stuff this envelope. Alright, so next is we have our sinking fund 1. So because I'm planning to have another sinking fund for another purpose. So the purpose of this sinking fund is actually to fund my upcoming work application. So if you're going to stay with me in this journey, hopefully you will see the progression of my career. So I'm aiming to save 2,500 per week. So last week I already set aside 2,500, but prior to this cash envelope budgeting system, I also already deposited my savings in BDO. That's where I do my banking, and I have around roughly 50,000 in the bank. So by the end of the month, or if I reach 10,000 pesos, that's when I'm going to deposit my funds. So for this week, I'm just going to put 2,500 pesos. And so let's just write it here. The date is 27, 2021, and another 2,500. So now we have for 5,000. So 5,000 more to go before we go to BDO and deposit this cash. Apologies for the random background noises, guys, because I live with my family, but I'm very thankful because ever since I came back and from the city and living here with my parents, so I have been so grateful to them because I'm not paying any rent or I'm not paying any bills and food. So I'm so thankful for them. But yeah, hopefully when I'll be able to get this job, I can pay my own bills and my rent because I'm gonna be moving to a different location. So you're going to see that, guys, and I'm also going to share that journey with you hopefully soon. And next is our weekly data. Because I use Wi-Fi a lot for my work, so I actually pay for that, and my weekly data, which I load every Tuesday, is 199 pesos. So I'm going to add that up with my other load allowance, which is 90 pesos, and that's how much I put in my phone for data. So that would be 200. Let's do 20s. 1 2 3 60 80 200 and 90 50 and 70 90. And so now we have 290 pesos. So this is going to go here in my load and data allowance. So right now, guys, I usually do just freelancing on the side to help, you know, with my savings goals. And yeah, so for my load and data allowance, I have here 290. So let's just put that here. So we have 290 pesos. By the way, guys, these Ziploc envelopes that are size A6 are really pretty good, and I got these in for a very cheap price in Shopee. So yeah, for my medical fund, I'm not going to be putting something or like money for this week. I'm going to save that for next week, which is like the first week of the month, and that's when I usually stuff my medical fund with 500 pesos. I recently went to have my dental checkup and, you know, tooth filling, so I used my medical fund for that. So it's fully depleted, and now I'm back to zero, and I'm starting with 500 pesos every week. But I'm gonna be skipping this week because I'm short in my funds. Hopefully I'm going to declutter my closet, and if I sell those, I'm going to be able to put them here in my medical fund. Next, I have my envelope for my travel fund, because actually, even though it's the pandemic, this is going to help me for my upcoming work-related trip. So I'm slowly saving up on that, despite, you know, not having enough cash as of the moment. But yeah, through time, I hope I'm gonna be able to build this up. So far I have 210 but you know, guys, it's you know, something we have to do is to be very good stewards of our money, and that's actually what I learned in a YouTube video that I watched that's highly influenced by Dave Ramsey. If you like his content on YouTube, he talks about biblical principles in saving and investing, and yeah, that's where I got my inspiration from. And here I have an envelope for my interest income, but I still don't have interest income as of the moment, so there's nothing here. So what we have left, we have 500, which is going to be my allowance for the week. So yay, living on a tight budget. This is going to go straight in my wallet. Let me just get my wallet. So I'm going to put it here because I usually just walk going to work, and oops, and what I really do to save money in like food is that I pack my lunch, and I pack my lunch, and I also bring water and everywhere I go. So that's it, and the rest my 102 pesos is actually my free spending amount, so I cannot do any shopping for this week because I am low on funds. So I have 100 pesos and my coin purse is actually here. So I have extra coins actually in here, so I'm just going to put my free spending money in this coin purse. That way, if I want to buy something for myself this week, I'm just going to reach into this purse. So I have a few coins in here. I didn't count because at least I'd have a small change for transportation and whatnot. So that's it for this week, guys. And yeah, that's actually how I am planning to do my savings. And yeah, hopefully I'd be able to reach my savings goals for this year and also be able to fully budget properly. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you like this video, please comment and subscribe to my channel. That would really help boost my channel, and at the same time you would also see my growth as a very new budgeting and finance person. And yeah, this is, you know, my own personal finance journey, and everyone's journey is different, but as what they say, it's not really how much we earn, but it's how much we keep. So hopefully, guys, I have inspired you to also save despite, you know, being a minimum wage earner in the Philippines. It is really difficult and you really have to budget a lot, because since our finances are tight and it's still the pandemic, so there are so many expenses that we have to allot for and budget. So thank you, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.